Namaskar. I am Mukund Joshi from Yogeshwari Mahavidyalaya, Ambala. Dear students, in the last 2 grades, we have studied the synopsis of the topic interference and diffraction. Now, we are going to solve some important MCQs on this topic. Question number 1. Two progressive waves have equations y1 is equal to 6 sine of 100 by t and y2 is equal to 8 into cos of 100 by t. The resultant amplitude is. For numerical MCQs, first write down the given data. Next, write down what is asked. Then remember if any relation exists between that quantities and find out the unknown quantity. In this equation, the standard form of equation is y is equal to a into sine of omega t, where a is the amplitude. Therefore, for first equation, amplitude is 6. If units are given, then write down the units. If units are not given, then simply write unit. Therefore, A1 is equal to 6. That is the first amplitude. A2 is equal to 8 in the second equation. The phase difference, omega t, here cos of omega t, here sin of omega t. The relation is sin of omega t plus pi by 2 is equal to cos of omega t. Therefore, there exists a phase difference of pi by 2 radians, that is 90 degree. Therefore, phase difference is equal to 90 degree, and we have asked in the question what is the resultant amplitude. Therefore, A is equal to question mark. Now, what is the relation between the given quantities and unknown quantity? The relation is A is equal to square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus twice A1 A2 into cos of phase difference, cos of phi. Write down the quantities. Therefore, A is equal to A1 square, therefore 6 square, that is 36, plus 8 square, that is 64, plus twice 6 into 8 into cos of 90. We know that cos of 90 is equal to 0. Therefore, 36 plus 64 in the square root is equal to square root of 100. Therefore, A is equal to square root of 100. And square root of 100 is equal to 10. Therefore, resultant amplitude is equal to 10 units. Now, next question, question number 2. Coherent sources means two sources of light must emit the waves. While studying this synopsis, we have described the conditions for sustained oscillations. That this is the first condition of sustained oscillation, that two sources of light must emit the waves, must be coherent. That is, the two sources of light must emit the waves in the same phase. What is the option? First option is given that two sources of light are coherent if they have either same wavelength or same amplitude or constant phase difference or with same velocity. The option is coherent source means having the same phase, that is constant phase throughout. Constant phase difference. Therefore, option is C. We have to only remember the meaning of coherent, that is constant phase difference. Question number 3. If the path difference between the two waves is 120 lambda and if the path difference measure is 72 micrometer, then the wavelength is, note that here both quantities are the path difference. First path difference is given in this statement is 120 lambda. Second path difference is given as 72 micro means 10 to the power minus 6 meter. And we have asked the lambda. The path difference is same, therefore we have written the formula path difference is equal to path difference. Therefore, 120 lambda is equal to 72 into 10 to the power minus 6. We have to calculate lambda is equal to 72 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 120, and we got lambda is equal to, by solving this, 6000 extra weight. If the path difference is integral multiple of wavelength, then the point is bright. Hence, this is the bright point and unknown wavelength is 6000 extra weight. Question number 4. The bandwidth of the fringes is independent of. This means that we have to remember the formula for bandwidth. That is, x is equal to lambda d upon small d. This formula shows that the fringe width or bandwidth depends upon lambda, capital D and small d. And we have to give the answer about the independency of x. Therefore, in that formula, whether wavelength is given, distance between two sources, that is small d is given, distance between slit and scale is given, and order of fringes, that is n. Small n is absent. This shows that bandwidth, that is capital X, is independent of the order of fringes because small n is not involved in the given formula. Question number 5. In Young's experiment with green light, the fringe width was observed to be 0.20 millimeters. Fringe width is given, that is capital X is given, but it is for green light. Therefore, I have written Xg is equal to 0.2 millimeter. If red light replaces green light, that is, if we have replaced the green source by red source, that is Xr is equal to question mark, and also it is given that lambda g, wavelength of green light, is equal to 5.2 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter, and lambda r, that is wavelength of red color, is equal to 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. Note that capital X, that is fringe width for green light, is given, and fringe width for red light is asked. Wavelength for green light and wavelength for red light is also given. That means we have to remember the relation between capital X and capital lambda. In the previous question, we know that capital X is equal to lambda d upon small d. This shows that capital X is directly proportional to lambda. On this basis, we know that Xr upon Xg is equal to lambda r upon lambda g. The basic formula is X is equal to lambda d upon small d, that is capital X is directly proportional to lambda. Therefore, x1 upon x2 is equal to lambda 1 upon lambda 2. Here xr upon xg is equal to lambda r upon lambda g. Put the values given. Therefore, xr is equal to xg. Xg means 0.2 millimeter multiplied by lambda r, 6.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 5.2 into 10 to the power minus 7. 10 to the power minus 7, 10 to the power minus 7 are cancelled, and the answer obtained is in millimeter because we have put value of Xg in millimeter. Therefore, we get Xr is equal to 0.2 millimeter multiplied by 5 by 4. By solving this, we get Xr is equal to 0.25 millimeter. That is option B. Question number 6. In Young's double slit experiment, light of wavelength 4000 angstrom unit gives 60 fringes. I have written firstly lambda 1 is equal to 4000 angstrom unit gives 60 fringes. First time we have obtained the 60 fringes, that is L1 is equal to 60 in the field of view. Now, the number of fringes of light of wavelength 6000 angstrom unit. This is the second wavelength. Therefore, lambda 2 is equal to 6000 angstrom unit. In the same field of view means aperture is same, distance is same, and we have to calculate the value of L2. How many fringes we will see through the same aperture, so this same field of view. Therefore, now write down the formula relating the lambda angle. lambda in n, therefore we have given that distance is same, therefore xn1 is equal to xn2. X is the distance. Basically it is the distance from center of right to any finish. n1, n2. As it is given that xn1 is equal to xn2, therefore write down xn1 is equal to n1 into lambda 1 into d by d, and n2 into lambda 2 into d by d is equal to xn. In the given problem, capital D and small d are kept constant. Therefore, d by d is equal to cancel, and we got the formula n1 lambda 1 is equal to n2 lambda 2, as d by d is cancelled. Therefore, n2 is equal to n1 lambda 1 divided by lambda 1. Now it is the formula which is required in this question. Now put the values. n2 is equal to n1 is given as 60 multiplied by lambda 1 is given as 4000 divided by lambda 2, that is 6000 x. As wavelengths are given in the same unit, I have not converted it because I have well known that these units are cancelled. Therefore, extra unit are cancelled, and we get 60 multiplied by 4 by 6, and after solving we get L2 is equal to 40. Question number 7. Young's double slit experiment is performed with light of wavelength 550 millimeter. 550 millimeter is the data of wavelength. Therefore, I have written as 5.5 conversion of millimeter is 10 into 10 to the power minus 7. 5.5. 550 into 10 to the power minus 3. That is 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 7. The separation between the slits, that is small d, is equal to 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter, and screen is placed at a distance of 1 meter, that is capital D is equal to 1 meter. What is the distance between consecutive bright and dark fringes? The distance between two consecutive bright fringes or distance between two consecutive dark fringes is nothing but the fringe width, that is the bandwidth. That is, in this question we have to calculate capital X, therefore X is equal to question mark. Now remember the formula relating this, therefore X is equal to lambda d upon small d. This is the formula which you can ask many times. X is equal to lambda d upon small d, therefore X is equal to, now put the values of lambda d and small d. Lambda is equal to 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 7 multiplied by capital D is equal to 1 divided by small d is equal to 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 3. Now 5.5 divided by 1.1, it is the 5. Therefore, x is equal to 5 into minus 7 plus 3, that is minus 4. Therefore, we get x is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 millimeters. Generally, bandwidth or fringe width is expressed in millimeters. Therefore, convert it into millimeter. Then we get capital X is equal to 0.5 millimeter. Question number 8. Question number 8. In Young's double slit separation is made threefold. Threefold means 3 times. The fringe width become double slit separation is, if Young's double slit separation is made threefold, then what will be the effect of this on the fringe width? That is, we have to obtain the relation between capital X and small d. Capital X is the symbol of fringe width and small d is the symbol of slit separation. Then, now the same formula, X is equal to lambda d upon small d. Capital X is equal to lambda d upon small d. This means that capital X is inversely proportional to d by keeping it capital D and lambda constant. X is inversely proportional to d. This shows that x2 upon x1 is equal to d1 upon d2. Now put the value of d2 as 3d1 because in the problem given that the Young's double slit separation is made threefold, that is, it is made 3 times larger. Therefore, x2 upon x1 is equal to d1 upon d2, that is x2 upon x1 is equal to d1 upon 3d1. d1 cancel and we get x2 is equal to x1 into 1 by 3, that is 1/3 of x1, and we get the option 1 by 3 times. Question number 9. In Young's double slit experiment, the distance between slits is 0.05 centimeter. The distance between slits, that is small d. Small d is equal to 0.05 centimeter, that is 0.05 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, that is 5 into 10 to the power minus 4. Every time we have to convert the data in same units. And screen is placed at 2 meter away from the slit, that is capital D is equal to 2 meter. The wavelength of the light is, that is lambda, 6 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 5 centimeter. We have to convert it into meter, that is lambda is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. The distance between the two successive bright fringes is, the distance between two successive bright fringes, that is we have to calculate the bandwidth, capital X. Now write down how we are getting this. We get x is equal to lambda d upon small d. Put the values of each quantity, each variable. Therefore x is equal to lambda 16 into 10 to the power minus 7, capital D 2 divided by small d 5 into 10 to the power minus 4. These are the simple calculations. After solving this, we will obtain x is equal to 0.24 centimeter. Basically, it is x is equal to 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. It is in SI unit. But data in the question is given in the CGS unit, and option is also asked in the CGS unit. Therefore, we also convert it into CGS unit. Therefore, we get capital X is equal to 0.24 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. This is the logic. Question number 11. In Young's double slit experiment, the distance of second dark fringe, distance means small x, dark fringe n2, xn2 is equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is distance of second dark fringe is equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeters. The distance of fourth bright fringe from the line, and we have asked what the distance is small x of fourth bright fringe x4b is equal to question mark. For dark fringe, we know that formula xnb is equal to twice n minus 1 into lambda d upon twice d. This is the distance of nth dark fringe from the center bright band. Therefore, xn x2d is equal to twice n minus 1. N, put the value of n is equal to 2. 2 into 2, 4 minus 1, 3. Therefore, it is 3 lambda d upon 2d. This distance is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3, and we have put n is equal to 2 as given in the problem. This is the equation number 1. Now, what is the distance of nth bright fringe? We have usually similar formula, that is for brightness xnb, distance of nth bright band from the center bright band is equal to n lambda d upon small d. Here in the problem, x4b, that is distance of fourth bright band, that is n is equal to 4. Therefore, I have here n is equal to 4. x4b is equal to 4 lambda d upon small d. x4b is asked. This is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 2. By simply dividing these two equations, we will get x4b. Therefore, dividing equation 2 by equation 1, we get x4b divided by 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to 3 lambda d. Sorry, 4 lambda d upon small d divided by 2d upon 3 lambda d. But these are the simple calculations. Lambda d and lambda d are cancelled, small d and small d are cancelled, and we get x for b is equal to simply 8 into 3 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 3. Now calculations are very simple. Therefore we get x for b is equal to 8 millimeter. Next question. Question number 9. Sorry, question number 12. In Young's double slit experiment, the distance between slits is 0.2 millimeter. In Young's double slit experiment, the distance between slits is 0.2 millimeter. That is, small d is equal to 0.2 millimeter. 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. That is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. I have converted it into SI system. And the screen is 2 meter away from the screen. Distance between slit and screen is capital T. Therefore, capital T is equal to 2 meter. If slit is illuminated by light of wavelength 5000 angstrom unit, that is wavelength is equal to 5000 angstrom unit. 5000 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. That is 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. Therefore, lambda is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter. The third maximum will be at, that is, maximum means bright point. Third maximum is at a distance of, we have asked the distance of third bright band. Therefore, small x, third 3 bright band maximum for bright. Therefore, x3b is equal to question mark. Now, as per previous problem, write down the condition for brightness, that is xn3 for bright band, xnb is equal to L lambda d upon d. Now for n we have written 3, x3b is equal to value of x 3 lambda d upon small d. Now lambda d and small d are already given in this statement. Now put these values, we get x3b is equal to 3 lambda is given 5 into 10 to the power minus 7, capital D is given 2 meters divided by small d is also given 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. Now also calculations are very simple. Now calculate this. We get 15 into 10 to the power minus 3. 2 are cancelled. 5 into 3 are 15 multiplied by minus 7. Now these plus 4, minus 7 plus 4 minus 3. We get x3b is equal to 1.5 centimeter, because options are given in CBS system and we have calculated the answer in SI system. We get 15 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. 10 to the power minus 2 meter is equal to 1 centimeter. Therefore, x3b is equal to 15 into 10 to the power minus 1 centimeter. That is 1.5 centimeter. Next question, question number 30. By passing light of wavelength of 6000 angstrom unit, this is the wavelength, data of wavelength, that is lambda is equal to 6000 angstrom unit. First we convert data into SI system, that is lambda is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters. Through 2 pinholes wide 5 millimeter apart, 2 pinholes, that is this distance between 2 sources of light, that is small d is equal to 0.5 millimeter, that is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter, that is 5 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. Fringes are obtained at a distance of 1 meter. Fringes are obtained on the screen, that is it is the distance of capital D is equal to 1 meter from the pinholes, that is from the source. Distance of screen from the source is capital D, which is given as 1 meter. The distance between the second and sixth bright fringes on the same side of central light. Note that here is central light. Here is second bright band and here is sixth bright band. We have to calculate the distance between central bright and second bright. Now we have to calculate the distance between central bright and sixth bright. And we have asked the distance between sixth and second bright. Therefore, we have to subtract distance of sixth bright band minus distance of second bright band. We will get the difference between sixth right band and second right band. This is the logic. Now we have to calculate x6b minus x2b, that is difference between sixth right band and second right band. Note that if in the statement it is not mentioned, the fringes are on the same side of central right band. If the fringes are on the opposite side of central band, then we have to add these distances. Central distance from sixth right, we have to calculate this distance, and distance of second right, we have to calculate this distance. If the difference is asked, because the fringes are on the opposite side, then we have to add this distance. If the two bright fringes are on the same side, then we have to subtract them. Therefore, x6b minus x2b is equal to 6 into lambda d upon small d minus 2 into lambda d upon small d. Only this logic should be clear. Now, simply write down the data. Here we have got lambda d upon small d common in bracket, therefore 6 minus 2. Put the values of lambda d and small d, that is lambda 6 into 10 to the power minus 7, capital D 1, lambda 6 minus 2 as 4 divided by small d 5 into 10 to the power minus 1. Now calculate this. These are the simple calculations. To make the calculations simple, one should note that the given data should be written generally in the single digit form. Take this is as 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. Take this as not 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Instead of that, we put 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Every data should be written in the single digit form. This makes the calculation simple. Therefore, these are the single digit, single digit, single digit. Every digit is single. Therefore, calculation becomes simple. And after solving this, we get difference between sixth right band and second right band on the same side of second right as 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters. Now, I have previously also told you that generally distance or fringe width or distance between the slits, that is small d, is expressed in millimeter. Therefore, 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter, right? 10 to the power 1 millimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Therefore, for 10 to the power minus 3, only put small d for milli. Therefore, we get 4.8 into millimeter. This is the option C given in the question. Question number 14. In Young's double slit experiment, the separation of two narrow slits is doubled. Separation between two narrow slits is denoted by the symbol small d. If this separation is initially given, then the separation after experiment is made double, that is d2 is equal to twice given. If distance between the two sources initially is given and after experiment for next experiment it is made twice given, that is d2 is equal to twice given, maintain the distance capital D of the string from the slit must be altered to above. So what will be distance capital B to get in order to get the same spacing in the fringes? To make the fringe width same, to make the fringe width unaltered, if distance between the two sources is made twice, then what will be the distance? Then what should be the distance to be kept between source and screen to obtain the fringe width same? Therefore, capital D2 is equal to question mark. That is, initial capital value of capital D is given and second is capital D2. Therefore, in the problem, in order to keep the same spacing of fringes, that is fringe width is to be kept same. Therefore, initial fringe width and final fringe width is same. Therefore, x1 is equal to x2. Formula for fringe width is lambda d upon small d. For first case, it is d1 upon d because source is not changed. Therefore, wavelength is same. Therefore, lambda is kept as it is. Therefore, lambda d1 upon d1 is equal to lambda d2 upon d2. Now, in the first case, d1 upon d2. But in the second case, d2 is equal to question mark and small d2 is equal to twice d1. Therefore, I have put it small d2 is equal to twice d1. Here, d2 is equal to twice d1. And I have taken capital D2 in the left side and I got formula d2 is equal to d2 into d1 upon d1. d2 is equal to twice d1. d1 is cancelled. We get twice d1. Therefore, d2 is equal to twice d1. That means distance between screen and source is also made twice to get the same fringe width. Question number 15. The relation between phase difference and path difference is. This is the only formula. In the last bit, I also forgotten this formula to tell you. I have written this formula. This formula is important because students are generally confused about path difference and phase difference. In this question, we have obtained the relation between phase difference and path difference. Note that delta is the symbol for phase difference. Lambda corresponds to path difference. X corresponds to path difference. Now, note that delta is equal to pi x upon twice lambda. Here, delta is equal to 2 pi x upon lambda. Delta is equal to 2 pi x into lambda. Delta is equal to pi lambda upon x. And this is the standard formula. I have given yesterday that phase difference is equal to twice pi upon lambda multiplied by path difference. And this is the phase difference is equal to 2 pi upon lambda multiplied by path difference. Here, the symbols x, symbol x denotes the path difference, symbol delta denotes the phase difference. Now, I also repeat this one. Phase difference is equal to 2 pi upon lambda multiplied by path difference, or path difference is equal to lambda upon 2 pi into phase difference. This is the standard formula you have to keep in mind because majority students get confused in this one. Question number 16. The distance between two coherent sources. The distance between two coherent sources is 0.1 millimeter. I just now tell you that. Write down the data in single digits. 0.1 millimeter means 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Don't write this in this fashion. Write down 1 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter because for calculations only simple, whether it is addition, subtraction, division or multiplication. Therefore, small d is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 1 meter. The fringe width of the screen is 1.2 meter. Fringe width is denoted by capital X or beta. Therefore, capital X is equal to, the fringe width of the screen is 1.2 meter away from the sources. That is 1.2 meter is the distance between source and screen. That is capital D is equal to 1.2 meter. And the value of fringe width is 6.0 millimeters. That is 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 millimeters. Data should be clearly mentioned in the problem. Note down. The distance between the two coherent sources is 0.1 millimeter. That is small d is equal to 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. The fringe width of the screen which is at a distance 1.2 meter from the sources. That is capital D is equal to 1.2 meter. That fringe width is 6 millimeter. That is capital X is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 3. Then, what will be the value of wavelength of light used? That is, we have to calculate the value of lambda. Now, write down the formula regarding this. That is, formula is equal to X is equal to lambda d upon small d. This formula gives the value of lambda as xd upon small d. XD upon capital D. Therefore, lambda is equal to XD upon capital D. Now simply write down the values of x. X is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters multiplied by small t, 1 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter divided by capital D, 1.2. Now, by solving this, we get lambda is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters. Therefore, lambda is equal to 5000 angstrom unit because data is given in the angstrom unit, not in meter. Therefore, we have to convert meters into angstrom unit. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meters. This is the conversion. Question number 17. Question number 17. In bioprism experiment, the sources of light of wavelength, the source of light of wavelength is 3600 angstrom unit. That is, lambda is equal to 3600 angstrom unit. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power minus 7 meters. So minus 10 meters. Therefore, by converting it, we get lambda is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters. E is replaced by, that means it is the first wavelength. This wavelength is replaced by another source of light, that is having wavelength 7200 angstrom unit. That is second wavelength. Lambda 2 is equal to 7200 angstrom unit. Now we also convert it into meters. Therefore, lambda 2 is equal to 7.2 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters. Two wavelengths are given. Firstly, for wavelength of first source. Secondly, wavelength of second source. The fringe width will be, then what will be changing fringe width? We denote the first fringe width as x1 and for second wavelength we denote the fringe width as x2. Then what is the relation between x2 and x1? Therefore, x2 is equal to question mark. Now, firstly, what is the relation between x and lambda? Therefore, x is equal to, we know that lambda d upon small d. This means that by keeping capital D and small d constant, x is directly proportional to lambda. Therefore, x is directly proportional to lambda, we can note that x by lambda is equal to constant. That is, x1 upon x2 is equal to lambda upon lambda 2, or x2 upon x1 is equal to lambda 2 upon lambda 1. You should only know the basic formula. That formula will be asked in a variety of ways. Therefore, x is directly proportional to lambda, we can directly write x2 upon x1 is equal to lambda 2 upon lambda 1. Therefore, x2 is equal to x1 into lambda 2 upon lambda 1. Therefore, x2 is equal to x1 into lambda 2 upon lambda 1. Write down x1 throughout and put the values of lambda 2 and lambda 1. Therefore, 7.2 into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 7. This data is given in the question. 10 to the power minus 7, 10 to the power minus 7 get cancelled. Therefore, 7.2 divided by 3.6. This is only 2. Therefore, x2 is equal to twice x1. If wavelength is replaced by its twice wavelength, then fringe width also becomes twice. This is the logic. Question number 18. In bioprism experiment, the distance between second and eighth arc fringes, on the same side of center right fringe. This type of question is previously discussed. If the fringes difference is asked on the fringes which are on the same side, then we have to subtract the distance. In the bioprism experiment, the distance between second and eighth arc fringes, eighth distance is large. Distance of second arc fringe from the center point is small. Therefore, x8d minus x2d. X is this distance of eighth arc fringe minus distance of second arc fringe is given in the problem, which is equal to 3 millimeters. That is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 meters. And we have asked then what will be the fringe width? The value of fringe width we have to calculate. Then write down the formula. This is the formula. x8d minus x2d is equal to, given that 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. But formula for x8d, it is the formula of distance of dark field, nth dark fringe. Therefore, formula is twice n minus 1 into lambda 2 upon lambda d divided by 2d of 8th. This is for second, and minus twice n minus 1 into lambda 2 upon d is second. Now write down here. First is formula for a. This data is given in the problem. 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to twice 8. This lambda d upon twice d. It is 2 into 8, 16 minus 1. This is the 50. Here 2 into second dark, that is 4. 4 minus 1. This is 3. Lambda d upon twice d is common. Therefore, 15 lambda d divided by twice d minus 3 lambda d. It should be the twice d. Therefore, lambda d upon d is equal to 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3. Now calculating, we get lambda d upon d is equal to 15 minus 3 is equal to lambda d by d. It is the standard formula for capital X. Therefore, we have 12x divided by d. It is 2, which was missing here. Therefore, x is equal to, we get 12 upon 2 is equal to 16 to 10 to the power minus 3, and we get x is equal to 6 divided by 12, that is 0.5 millimeters, and this is the option A.